Hello, and welcome to the Wayfaring Panda. I'm Annette. Today I'm participating in a YouTube hop with the Handmade Happiness group, and we formed a group called Card Hoppin', where once a month we challenge each other to do one of two techniques, and usually there's another challenge or a theme that you do. So today's choices were to do a galaxy card or bokeh. I don't know what bokeh is, but I guess I'll find out when I hop along and see other people's videos. Also, I've never done a galaxy card before, so I thought I'd like to give it a try. So today I'm doing a watercolor technique. I had seen Kara use this, and her blog is called Bright Hope Creations, and she also has a YouTube channel, and I will link her video at the end of this one so you can see the video that gave me the inspiration for doing my background. Anyway, she used distress ink as watercolor. I'd seen it blended before, but not as watercolor. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using some watercolor paper. I'm using a full size. So that way when I finish, I can trim it down to different card bases. So you just put on your distress ink onto your work mat. Spray it with some water, just like you would watercolor. And I'm using a watercolor brush, and I also have a cup of water. And I'm just kind of doing little areas of different colors. So I'm using Kitsch Flamingo, Salty Ocean, Wilted Violet, and Twisted Citron. After you get all your colors down, little patches of areas, then you go around it with some blacks. I'm using black soot. And also you probably want to try to go over some of the colors, which I didn't do as much on my first go around. So you go around that, and then it starts looking more like a galaxy, although this is lighter using the watercolor. So since this is my first time doing a galaxy background, I do want to try it with the blending process. I think it would be brighter that way. Now, one thing Kara said, or I don't know if she goes by Kara. I've had friends say both ways, with two friends I've had with that name. Anyway, she said a lot of times when she does this technique that she feels like throwing the paper away partway through, but as she keeps going, it starts getting better and better, which usually when I've watched people do galaxy cards, it's not till you do the final step where you put on the stars where it really starts looking magical. So I'm going to push on and keep going. Now, the other part of this challenge is that the theme is anything goes but stamps. So originally I was thinking, oh, a galaxy card. I can use my new stamp set I got from Fawn, which is their s'mores set, and I could have little animals making s'mores under the night sky. But you can't use stamps, so I'll do that with one of my extra panels in the future. So I will show you what I decided to do after we finish making our backgrounds. In the description below, I'll put all the products that I'm using. Some of those will be affiliate links. They don't cost you anything extra to use, but the affiliate links generate a commission for me with any sales that they do generate. So I do appreciate if you do go shopping if you can use those links. In the description below, I'll also have a list of everyone participating in the hop. Please hop along and watch everyone else's videos for more inspiration on making galaxy cards, and also find out about making bokeh cards, which I need to learn about. I didn't really like the look I was getting, so I went back and watched Kara's video, and I saw that she used chipped sapphire, which I don't have. So I do have faded jeans. So I'm using that, and I'm going around the colors on the side of the Salty Ocean, and then I did it with the purple, the Wilted Violet. I didn't do it on the green or the pink because I thought that color might discolor the other ones too much. Didn't want to end up with mud or something like that. So I'm going over it and trying to get more of the like, kind of like the black sky covering it, because when you look at a nebula, it looks kind of misty and swirly. So that's the look I'm kind of going for. Now on the other two colors, I just went again over those with the black soot so that it would look a little bit more rounded and a little bit more like a nebula. For the last step in making these backgrounds, everyone always splatters on either white acrylic paint or gouache. I didn't have either. Can you imagine? I think I have about 50 bottles of acrylic paint that I've collected over the years. Some of them may be dried out, I don't know, but there's not one single bottle of white paint in it. So I stopped by Joann's and got some acrylic paint. I couldn't find any gouache. And also, I picked up this brush. I'm not an artist, but I've seen some people using this for splatters, so I thought I'd give it a try since I had one of those 40% off coupons. And I'm just going to call it a fan brush. I don't know, but I got one of those. Just put your paint or your gouache onto a little acrylic block, add some water, and then splatter it on. Or you can flick it on. I've seen people do that. Now, the only problem I had was that my box is really a box lid, and this seems to splatter quite a bit. It got over all kinds of things. But luckily, acrylic paint washes well off of the surface and off of my Distress ink and the Lawn Fawn envelope here I have. It all wiped off fine, so no problem. Now you'll notice as I'm adding the splatters, it does start looking like a nebula. So as you're going, if you're like me and Cara and it doesn't look like a nebula, don't worry. It will once you add the stars. Now for my solution for making a card is, I can't do a stamp, I'll do a die cut. Well, I don't have hardly any die cuts, at least not large words. That would be great. Maybe you could put an encouragement word on there. I didn't, but I do have a brother scan and cut. So I created this cut file, and I made it, it says, the heavens declare the glory of God, Psalm 19:1. And there's all kinds of other sayings I thought that would go great with a galaxy background. So I'm doing this, and I made this in my brother's Skin and Cut software, so I will figure out how to put that on my blog, which is Wayfaring Panda, and I'll have it free so you can download it if you want, and then I have the little outline I also cut out. Now, I did have a problem, so if anyone is a brother's Skin and Cut user, maybe you can have some suggestions. My first mat I got was so sticky, paper got stuck to it, I cleaned it, then the sticky was off, so then people said use Zig glue. Okay, I cleaned it really good, added my Zig glue, put 2 layers on, too sticky again. So I cleaned it off again, put on 1 layer of Zig, worked great for my metallic paper that I did here. But I just got this paper, the black paper from Joann's, and it's basil paper. It's pretty thick, but it's kind of fibrous. You can feel a texture in it. And it stuck to the mat. So I had to clean it off again, and I had trouble again. Then I tried to use my low-tech mat, but then it wasn't sticky enough, and it kept pulling up when it was cutting. So then I tried using a temporary spray, and that didn't hold it either. So I don't know if the basil paper is just not good with the scan and cut, or if someone has a better thing to restick your mat with that's better than Zig. Any suggestions will be great. Now you notice that I lost my colon on here, so I just used my hole punch and cut out some more dots to put in as a colon, so that solved the problem very easily. So once I finished my card bases, I just cut them out with my Lawn Fawn Stitch rectangle dies to make them an A2 size. So I'm just doing one card because I had so much trouble with the black paper, and I'll save these for some other things in the future. I'm just gluing on one of my backgrounds onto the card base, and then I glued my silver saying onto my black outline, and then I glued that to the card. So this really came together really quickly. So, and you can put all kinds of different things. I think you could put encouragement cards on here. Maybe you are out of this world. You are you shine like a star. Anything like that would be a great thing to put onto a galaxy card. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like. And also, if you're not already a subscriber, I'd really appreciate if you can subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a fantastic day.